What's up, everybody? This is Dark Macek with Brutally Delicious, coming at you with a review of Sorcerer's brand new album, Reign of the Reaper. Okay, gotta say, first things, great album title. I'm reminded of when I was like 12 years old and my friends and I had a game similar to Manhunt that we called Ghosts in the Graveyard. The game had literally nothing to do with ghosts or graveyards, but it sounded fucking badass. This album title took me back to that age when I was legitimately still excited about stuff that seemed dark and scary. So, first things first, this band has been around forever. They had albums in the 80s. They're from Sweden. I was sold on them apparently being a doom metal band. So I was thinking somewhere in between Sabbath, Candlemass, Winos outfits, all that. So Metal Archives calls them epic doom metal. I gotta say, I don't really hear doom here at all. To me, it just sounds like great classic heavy metal. I'm not knocking it, or I'm not knocking doom, but this band is so much more exciting. I have never listened to the band's older material, but this album could have been like Hammerfall or Evergrey. It doesn't sound like Judas Priest, but there is just something here that screams classic heavy metal to me. And by the way, I'm here for it. Couple things before we get into the songs. Great production. This album sounds huge. When I started nitpicking it, I thought the guitars sounded a little low, but the end result is great. And the fact that I got to the point where I was listening to individual elements, trying to nitpick them, is a good sign because that means I liked it and was interested. It's basically a perfect blend of the classic metal style and a bit more modern. The guitars are more like Mesas than they are like Marshalls, but it's also not trying to go for like low-chugging B-strings Meshuggah stuff. All right, time for the music. The Reaper. Great opener, no nonsense, great classic heavy metal. I really didn't get doom out of this. It's just too kick-ass. It's energizing. It's not depressing. If you were a longtime fan of this band, I bet this song said, guys, we're back. Sort of like Metallica doing That Was Just Their Life in 2008. That 5-year gap between Saint Anger when we all thought they were done for good playing classic metal, and then they hit us with that feeling. Okay, it's only been 3 years since Sorcerer's last album, but it's actually made me think that. Thy Kingdom Will Come. This is a good kind of groove to it, sort of a shuffle, not like 50s swing. Just listen to it and tell me what word I should use. Again, another really good energy track. One of my first thoughts was, I bet I will want to listen to this walking home from work. It gives you that feeling like you've just accomplished something. I can't immediately think of a comparison. I know there are other metal songs where you listen to them and you're like, yeah, today was a good day. This is like that. Curse of Medusa. Here's another really great epic metal banger. I'm just going to keep saying epic metal because I don't think it's epic doom metal. This track has really great orchestrations towards the end. They elevate the song so much. There's this gigantic atmosphere that makes you feel humbled in a way, like you're looking at something so much bigger than you are. But yet the track is not pretentious. I don't think this has a comparison. A lot of songs that make you feel that way are intentionally ostentatious. As a listener, I love stuff like Halloween's 13-minute self-titled song. I also love Buddy Holly by Weezer, which isn't even 3 minutes. This somehow tickled both of those in that it was aptly self-contained and also grandiose. Maybe the comparison is just a really, really great chocolate cake. Last but not least, The Underworld. Huge burner, double bass all around. Who thought to call this stuff doom? At this point, I actually checked other sources to make sure I had the right album. I know I sound like a broken record, but this stuff is so kick-ass. The chorus is epic and heavy, and it veers towards neither campiness nor pretension nor something that could be memed in the way of that Highlander song. It's just amazingly written. Wow, so gotta say, great album, completely not what I was expecting. And for the rest of the night, I gotta listen to their older stuff to see maybe this is a departure because I clearly either misunderstand what doom is or the band changed. If it's anything like this, then I guess I've been missing out on what quote-unquote epic doom metal is because I've just been listening to stuff like Sabbath and Candlemass. Thanks for the eye-opener. Rock on.
What's up, everybody? I am Finn McKenty, host of the Punk Rock NBA podcast, part of the Sound Talent Media Podcast Network. My podcast is all about doing what you love for a living, and every week I sit down and talk to people who have done exactly that. For example, musicians like Tommy from Between the Buried and Me, Matt from Periphery, Lil Lotus and Shinigami, among many others, photographers, artists, designers, YouTubers like Glenn Fricker and Sarah Dici, and I unpack exactly how they got to where they are today with the goal of helping you do the same. So if that sounds cool, you can listen and subscribe at soundtalentmedia.com, and I'll see you there.